So why not up the stakes and have a whole bunch of blue versus a whole bunch of yellow? Equal fight, swords being deflected in every direction. Ooh, welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. My name is Crow, and today we've got some impossible battles brought to you by some of you amazing people. Apparently, this one has something to do with Larry and Minnie, who are sitting over here and they're ready to take on our armies. There's Larry chilling, kind of looking a little ashamed, right? His shoulders are hunched. He's a little upset. And then you have Minnie, who is stretching his or her neck. I never really decided whether Minnie was a boy or a girl. But regardless, doing a bit of a neck stretch and a bend, getting ready for the big fight. Now we have our lovely apple throwing carts here and in the grass. Ooh la la. We have what looks like harvesters, what looks like hay balers, and I think hobbits are lurking in the grass. Yep, there they are. Lovely hobbits just chilling. And we need to make an army. Speaking about army, there's a bunch of farmers and a scarecrow and some harvesters hiding over here on the side. Very clever. To fight these units, we're going to do one of these amazingly fun modded units, 500 points each, cutlass throwers. These guys are literally sword throwers. We're going to use them to fight Larry's chosen army. This is an equal point fight in 3, 2, 1. Activate. In goes the... Whoa! Those cart riders were quick, but the cutlass throwers are doing a great job throwing swords. That's amazing. Now, do the swords go through the hay balers? Yeah, the hay balers are great at stopping arrows. Maybe not so good. Oh, there's more on the side over here. I didn't realize. Hay balers and scarecrow over here on the right-hand side. And in comes the farmers and oh, there's hobbits? Wait, the hobbits from over there? Hold on. Oh, there's hobbits over here too. They're coming from all directions. Somehow they were placed behind us and the hay balers are soaking up the damage. In go the scarecrow's crows to cause damage. Hobbits moving in, getting in on the cutlass throwers. Cutlass throwers are starting to go down or starting to die, but these guys throw swords faster than you can even count. And this poor scarecrow is stuck, guys, sitting here waiting for the swords to pierce his legs. 2 shots to the knee. That poor scarecrow didn't stand a chance. Now, those who don't know, the scarecrow keeps his heart in his knee because that's what you do. This time, it seems we have pissed off somebody royally. We have the Roman legions, including their gods, preventing us from going any further. You have Roman centurions in the front. You have a whole boatload of amazing modded Roman units. You've got Spartans, you've got your standard hoplites, and then in the back, you've got Zeus, Ares, and Apollo ready to throw down and to fight anything in the way. Now, sadly, guys, we don't have our god powers here, so we're gonna have to create an army simply enough that could defeat such an amazing display of power. And there's only one faction I could think of to fight these guys, and that is a boatload of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm not kidding. I'm sending in a bunch of Jedi. Equal points of Jedi versus the Roman Centurions because welcome to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. What just happened? A bunch of Jedi are dead and I don't know why. There's so much death in these tight corridors. Jedi in here amongst the Centurions. What's causing all sorts of pain? What's causing all this death? This ground stomping sound effect, what is that? There's just a handful of Jedi alive, but sadly Apollo and Zeus from a distance were able to take the Jedi out. This time, guys, we're leaving it to chance. I used the shapeshifter who's now changing into random units, and I'm not sure this was a smart idea because the random units all seem to be weaker, many of them, than the 2,000 points per unit. So far, I'm not really in love with this decision. Luckily, everyone seems to be coming for the Ice Giant. And the healer is trying to heal the Ice Giant, but the healer's dead now. That's awkward. A Centurion just kicked the healer. We have our Pirate King. We have a boatload of Centurions. Zeus in the back throwing in his range attacks, causing death, destruction, and mayhem. Some explosions wiped out a whole bunch of Centurions. And the Ice Giant continues to be a loving meat shield, except for Apollo, who's now coming around and shooting at the Pirate King. The bombs shot at Apollo. Pirate King is still alive. Apollo is still alive. Apollo firing the bombs. Oh my goodness. Apollo lived through that. Pirate King firing bombs, shooting at Apollo. Did Apollo die? No, he's still alive. You can't kill Apollo that easily. Come on, Mr. Pirate King. You can do it. It's one-on-one. It's one-on-one. Pirate King versus Apollo. Can the bombs continue to juggle Apollo enough? Ooh, Apollo with a good shot. Oh, Apollo with 2 good shots. Man, that was close. This time we're going to do 2 meat shields of ice giants with 2 dark peasants in behind. And the dark peasants, as you guys are very well aware of, he's going to go in there and use his tentacles to deal a boatload of damage to a boatload of units exceptionally quickly. In comes Ares fighting the dark peasant, and Ares got destroyed, and the dark peasants were more than enough, destroying Zeus with a quick stab to the heart. This time we have a humongous pile of modded Viking units. This is not going to be a good time. I'm a little bit scared of how this could turn out. You've got war axes, you've got war hammers, you've got Haskari, and you've got the god Odin in the back ready to call down lightning. And this is not going to end well. To fight them, we have equal points of Monkey Kings, and the Monkey King is a whole lot different than I remember. Look at this gorgeous sword. Hold on, there are monkey faces on this sword. That is amazing. What is the Monkey King going to do against this army? Hopefully he's got some special pizzazz going on, because right now it's nothing more than a pretty simple melee. The Monkey Kings are in there with their dual bastard swords against a whole bunch of very powerful Vikings. Odin is in the back calling down bolts of lightning at rapid fire, freezing units left, right, and center. Odin doesn't care whether it's Viking or whether it's Monkey King. Odin just calling down death from above. Giant pile of Monkey Kings are now swarming over all the Vikings as they converge on Odin. The Monkey Kings have a bunch of HP, and Odin is being pushed back until finally he is dead. Poor Odin swarmed by the pile of monkeys. The pirate faction has surrounded the Emperor, and he is now trapped. There are barrel rollers ready to throw exploding barrels his way. There are harpooners ready to grapple onto the Emperor himself. All sorts of guns. The Pirate Queen, the Pirate King, the Pirate Captains. The Emperor is absolutely surrounded. So I think we're going to have to summon an army to help defend His Majesty. Protecting the Emperor, you have his chosen Ronin with their giant katana all around him, protecting him from every side. You have one kicking Jin with their exceptionally long legs. You have 2 of these master samurai, as well as the Monkey King himself, here to protect his emperor from the pirates all around. In 3, 2, 1, go. Out go the Ronin. Huge deflections. The barrels are being thrown, and my computer is suffering from those barrels. Are the barrels causing damage to the teammates? I hope so, because those are so powerful. Oh, look. This barrel rider caught on fire because of a barrel. That's so awkward. There's way too much red, not enough blue. I underestimated the power level of those barrels. My god. See these barrel riders over here? They're causing death, destruction, and mayhem. There's a couple of Ronins down there. They're about to die to this barrel. Just wait. Wait for it. It's gonna come. Waiting for the barrels. Boom! That giant explosion. A barrel thrown faster than the eye can see. Look at those barrels going flying. There's 0% chance with those barrel riders that our blue army is even going to stand a chance. Let's try this fight again, this time using cannons instead of barrel rollers, because clearly the barrel rollers broke my computer. Cannons just shot that Ronin, harpoons dragging the Ronins in. I can actually see the fight happen now. Those barrel rollers are really bad. The Ronins are doing 360 spins with the backward slashes, trying to take down this captain to no avail, and the Emperor, who has 2 swords in his chest, is deflecting the swords with the Monkey King at his back, fighting all these units. The Emperor is moving faster than the blink of an eye. Where'd he even go? Oh no, is the Emperor dead? What has happened to the Emperor? The Monkey King is still alive, still duplicating. The samurai are winning, but I've lost sight of the Emperor. Did he teleport beneath the ground? Did he teleport into the water? I don't know the answer, but in the end, the samurai did win against the pirates. Everybody say hello to the Swordmaster. This is a unit I have never seen before in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. He is clearly a mind sword, but there is more to him than meets the eye. He is dual-wielding swords in his hand himself, glowing a bright white blue. His eyes, the same glowing white blue, completely terrifying and creepy. And his crown, his helmet, is a collection of the same swords. This is one of the coolest looking units in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and I'm very curious to see just how powerful he's going to be. And since we're on the Renaissance man, how about a bunch of Jows? Oh my god, he teleports? And he uses his melee and he throws. He throws swords all the while using his melee attacks, and even outnumbered double points, he won. We're not done. Da Vinci Tank. Let's see what one Da Vinci Tank can do against the Sword Master. Tons of cannonballs. Sword Master is literally teleported inside. He's fighting Da Vinci hand to hand. Let's put that up to 2 Da Vinci tanks. There's gonna be a lot of cannonballs. Is he gonna be able to get in there and teleport? A lot of attacks. He's inside fighting with this Da Vinci right now. Waiting for him to finish off this Da Vinci from the inside. Boom, now he's teleported inside the tank. And he's fighting this Da Vinci. Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous. Oh my god, this unit is insane. But for some reason, he can't seem to kill this tank. This tank is an immortal tank. Maybe he's... Oh, never mind. There we go. He finally killed Mr. Da Vinci, who is just in here amongst all the lightsaber swords. There's Mr. Da Vinci. Hey, you don't look so good, bud. Double the points in muskets. Plenty of range on the swordcaster. Is he going to have enough damage? This amazing unit. Can he get in there? Now he's inside them, teleporting, using his melee attacks, throwing swords at the same time, and the muskets were able to shoot him dead. That is shocking. Here's a fight I like to see. The Super Boxer versus the Swordcaster. The Mind Sword, the Swordcaster, the guy with the blue swords. We got bright yellow punchy gloves versus bright blue who can deflect the swords, but apparently not all of them. He can deflect some of them. And if he can get a decent punch in on this guy, he might stand a chance. It's a beautiful looking fight. If you take a look at this, you've got that beautiful glowing orange, the beautiful blue in contrast, but in the end, those swords are too much for our punchy punch friend from Punchtown. So why not up the stakes and have a whole bunch of blue versus a whole bunch of yellow, equal fight, swords being deflected in every direction. I wonder if any of these guys are going to die, or are all the punchers going to die? There's a bunch of dead punches on the ground. Oh my goodness, that was a landslide victory for blue. Beyond disgusting. Let's up the stakes. More than double the points value of boxers versus sword guys. And now we're gonna... This is just insane. Look how cool that is. Oh, this is the coolest fight I've ever seen. I love the... It's glowing. It's the crazy glowing colors that we're looking at that make this so much better. Look at all of those colors. It looks like our yellow heroes are having a bit of a fighting chance against all the blue sword. You know they're not. That was double points value. Are you kidding me right now? Quadruple points value. 200,000 points versus 50,000 points. Oh my god. Who's gonna win? We're about to find out. Teleporting in. Swords going flying. Punches occurring like crazy. Actually, I can keep this at full speed. There's not enough units for slow-mo. Look at the insanity. Can you guys even make heads or tails of what's happening right now? It's just too crazy. Oh, there's a lot of 11 punchers. Have we finally done it? Is 4 times the value enough to pull it off? Please don't mind me as I continue to escalate the numbers, because science! It's all for science. Now we're starting to get some lag. Now there's almost too much going on. There's actually too much going on. You can't even pin out and look at and see what's happening in this fight. There's too much movement. There's too many bodies. There's too many swords going in every single direction to even make out what's happening. Like, pick one unit. Watch one unit and see what he does. But in the end, it seems to me the punchers are starting to get the upper hand, though there are still plenty of blues teleporting around, causing all sorts of havoc. Having a hard time deciding. I'm still seeing a bunch of blues. I'm still seeing a bunch of yellows. Oh, the yellows might be winning. We're down to a couple blues. And in the end, oh, what a beautiful fight.